James Melendez. So I have this Guatemalan coffee, and it's roasted in New Mexico by Red Rock Roasters. Stay tuned for this review. So I know a lot of people who love wine, love coffee, and they also love spirits and beer and so forth, and tea. And ultimately, I like to think that the coffee drinkers enjoy the complexities of wine and spirits and beer and so forth. So here's what we have before us. Now this is, again, producers Red Rock Roasters, New Mexico since 1993. This is a medium toast profile, which I think is really fantastic for the Guatemalan coffee and organic coffee. Here is a back label, so this is organic and it's fair trade certified, and I think it's a really beautiful coffee. I often experience a lot of Ethiopian coffees, but for me, my challenge and to take myself out of my comfort zone is to taste coffees from other regions on the planet. It's really important. I've done a lot of coffee reviews for local producers in San Francisco, being based here 20 years. I felt obligated to doing that, and ultimately I found there was no reward in doing so. I don't even drink a lot of Bay Area coffees simply because they're hipster coffees. I'll put the air quotation marks. And there's a lot of non-support. It's not just of me, it's other people who are maybe a coffee reviewer who get no, not even a like or a retweet, for example, on the coffee reviews they give. And to me, that says a lot. I get likes from other producers outside the Bay Area when I review a coffee. And I think because there's somehow, you can look at the activity online and see that, say Bay Area roasters aren't that interested in social media, or it's not cool to give a like or give a retweet or give a thank you. And ultimately I find when I do a review of a coffee outside the Bay Area, including Seattle's very friendly too. And so it's not just a West Coast, East Coast, or just, the left coast kind of thing. It's just a Bay Area kind of thing. I'm not sure why. And ultimately, there's a lot of great coffees out there. Now, I think it's really important for me personally. I feel a great sense of responsibility to be tasting coffees roasted from around the United States. 10, 15, 20 years ago, you didn't find a lot of micro producers or micro roasters rather. And I think that's really important to find today because I believe it's my responsibility to take what I earn and go buy coffees from other places around the United States. It's about economic viability to help somebody out, and not just help somebody out for, say, a charitable point of view, but also just to economically put my dollar where I think it's really being utilized smartly. So here's what we have before us. It is really fantastic. And again, my challenge to myself is not to buy coffees from around the country, because I already do that, especially when I travel. I don't travel nearly enough. I think to a lot of people that know me, they think I travel quite a bit. And I guess to the average person, I do travel a lot. So why I find travel to be so compelling is I get to experience other places, other points of view. I get to experience the weather, the climate, the architecture. There's so many things from it, but also the journey there for me is really nice. I would say that in the past I've dreaded some of the flights I've been on, and not all of them have been perfect, but I would say most have been really, really good insofar as I get more time to spend with myself to read, write, get my work done. I can be focused. I feel like I'm more and more productive than when I'm here at my own home base. I love my home base, but ultimately it's nice to travel, and I really hope I land some work in the future where I'm traveling almost on a weekly basis. I guess I better be careful what I wish for, because I just might get it, and that's okay. So here's what we have before us. Now, first of all, I love this cup. I got this cup in Philadelphia. It's a Philadelphia Art Museum. I think it's a really cool cup. It's one of my favorite cups that I have, and also reminds me of travel. So on this coffee, the point score 94 points out of 100 points. What I love about this coffee is its sense of earthiness, also chocolate notation on just the scent profile, and its deep, rich characteristics. And I use my Chemex to do my brewing because I think it's my favorite implement or my favorite piece of equipment for brewing coffee. So on this, I'm getting a hint of blackberry, which is really nice, cardamom, cinnamon, a bit of moist stones, and graphite. And to me, when I use a graphite term, I think of Pinot Noir, because a lot of Pinot Noirs, as an example, have a lot of that graphite note. So here we go with the flavor characterization. So I just sip on that just a little bit. because I want some oxygen to flow in with that coffee experience, because I think I'm going to taste much more of it. So in a past life, I used to be a food and wine marketing manager at a retail chain of 300 stores, and what I would do is I would go through the coffee cuppings of their private label brand, and of course it was tasting 60 at a time. And the aeration really helped to give that really great finesse and distinction of that coffee itself. So on this, I'm getting a beautiful deep sense of chocolate, lemon and orange peel, dried orange and lemon peel. So my friend Basel B produces amazing dried orange and lemon peel in dark chocolate. So this is really what it's getting, that example of that characterization. Additional notes on this include freshly ground cardamom and cinnamon. 94 points out of 100 points. And really beautiful coffee. I'll put more information on Red Rock Roasters down below, as well as Basel B chocolates, and I also posted that up here as well. But I think it's really that reach out, go out of your own comfort zone to try coffees from other regions. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I'm passionate about tasting coffees from other regions around the United States, and I hope I can give a bit of that passion out to you to do the same thing as well. So thank you for watching. Let's stay connected. More reviews to come. The year isn't quite done, and there's many more things on my tasting table. So thank you so much for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Santé.